Just a quick disclaimer that I do break character once or twice during this recording, but I hope you don't take it too seriously. Anyway, enjoy.
Hello and welcome to the podcast, episode 4. Today, my guest is one of dollstagram's most famed photographers, Faye of Just Doll Thing. Hi, Faye.
Hi. Hello. I'm
I
so
just
happy to be here.
I'm happy to have you. Could you just disclose your pronouns and your job for the audience, just so that they know what you do and who you are?
My name is Faye. I'm 17 years old. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm a doll photographer. And yeah, I've been in the doll community for about almost 4 years. Yeah, that's all much you pretty much need to know about me. I do tons of different dolls, Barbie brats.
If you guys don't know Faye, their photos are amazing.
Thank you.
I love looking at them, especially your recent ones with all the brats are just, I find them just so beautiful.
I started talking to my old Barbie friends, and they were like, "Oh my God, you really were one of the pioneers for the doll photography." I was like, "Really?"
You are. Anyway, I don't know much to talk about because you're one of the first photography accounts that isn't like just the one person. You have multiple dolls showcased on your account. So I'd love to know what got you into doll photography.
I think it was just loving dolls in general was what really got me into it. And then when I saw, all the doll YouTubers like my Froggy stuff, and then I saw like other channels and their Instagrams and their links and stuff. And when I looked at their profiles, they just have like all these beautiful fashion looks, all these beautiful photos, and I was like, hey, I really want to do that. And so I started mine like back in 2017, a bit late, but I'm glad I did it. I wouldn't change it for the world, and I think, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah.
And I think one of my favorites is definitely, I'm gonna have to describe it. The one of the black doll and on the like dark background where like the only thing like shining out is her eyes. I think that's just so beautiful.
Thank you.
So pretty. I can't stop staring at it.
I know. I know this is about me, but let's not act like you weren't one of the original queens of doll roleplay community,
I mean, I do what I do. It's just like describing my life.
No, sis, you were just iconic. Come on, Kat the Barbie. Like, when you think of Kat the Barbie, you think of nobody else but you.
That's because I'm the only one with my name.
Oh, yeah. But, like, you were just so iconic, and I just loved how you were one of the first to incorporate, like, LGBTQ care as the main character. Like, that was just so iconic of you.
I think it's funny. I've been gay the entire time that I've been posting, and yet the first time that I posted with a gay flag, everyone thought that was me coming out, when really I'd come out like years before. I'd mentioned having a girlfriend, I'd mentioned, everything else, and they were like, oh my God, I'm so proud of you.
Please.
It's so brave of you to be coming out, and it's like, I've been gay.
Right, that was like me when everyone thought I was a girl. For the longest, everyone thought I was a girl.
That comes, I think, with, I know there is a lot of misgendering in the like LGBTQ community, because a lot of the time it's like, oh, a lesbian with short hair is more masculine and therefore gets called he, him pronouns, which I mean, some of them are comfortable with that, but then some gay men have more feminine voices and are given she, her pronouns. And I know it shouldn't like bother a lot because, I mean, it's even worse if you were trans and you were misgendered, and unrightfully so, because they thought, oh, this transgender man is just a really butch lesbian. Like, that's not how it works.
Right. I think sometimes people get, a bit carried away with the whole, hey girl, this and that, and it's very feminine, and then sometimes it kind of just slips up. You never really think that, oh, somebody might not really be comfortable with me saying this.
Oh yeah, totally. If there's I mean, it's a lot of the doll community is feminine, is a woman. And I think it's like because of the rarity of a man, I mean, that just sounds like adult men, but you know what I mean. It's usually not really disclosed as much. Anyway, enough about gender, because I feel like I talk enough about that to myself. I'd love to know, like, if you have like a favorite doll to photograph, or a favorite photo on your account, or a favorite photo that you've archived or deleted.
I think this is hard because I have a favorite doll, favorite photo, and a favorite era. So for my favorite photo, I think it would be one of the recent one that you talked about, the one with the black background and the shiny eyes and stuff. That was such a serve. I was so proud of that one. And I think my favorite era of my doll photography was back in like 2018 when I was doing like the Barbie aesthetic doll photos. Like that was such an iconic moment. And those were so fun to take photos of and edit. And like that was, I don't know, it's kind of sad when you think about it, because I don't really like, I miss that type of joy, because when I put in work now, I always put in work, and I'm just like at the end of the photo, I'm just like, oh, finally I can get this over with and upload it. But then like back then, it was just like, oh, it was like really fun just to do it. But like,
yeah. I mean, keep going. I'm sorry for interrupting you there.
No, I was finished.
I was just thinking of like a question to ask you. You host the Dollcast with your friend Dizzy. I'd love to know what like brought that about.
I think it was just the fact that me and Dizzy, when we would go live with each other, sometimes we were always very opinionated, and we noticed that people liked it a lot. And then someone commented like, "Hey, you guys should make a podcast. This would be really funny," or like a YouTube channel or something. And we didn't really like care about the idea, but then like Dizzy like brought up the Anchor app and stuff, and we were just like, okay, maybe this would be actually kind of fun. And so that's when we just like, started the Dogcast.
I love your chemistry in that podcast. Every time I listen, I feel like I'm in the room. I mean, you guys aren't physically in a room together, but I feel like I'm in the room with you. It's just so fun. That sounds like
we love to make the listeners feel connected, even though the Dogcast right now is on a bit of a hiatus.
And that's totally fine. I mean, you guys, you do so much for the doll community. Both of your photos are just wonderful, and it's definitely, it's good to take a break sometimes. I feel like a lot of people in this community don't believe that. They hang on, I had something in my tongue and now I can't even say it. They always think that they're on a grind. Like, I post every other day, and I feel like maybe I set a standard for like post consistently, whatever. There are accounts that post once or twice a day, 3 times or whatever, once a month. Like, that's totally fine. Do whatever you do.
Right.
Whatever takes time.
Just being on the topic about dolls, like, I want to ask you some questions too. Like, what were like your favorite trends in the doll community? Like, what were your favorite like DG accounts? Like, we should talk about that.
Oh my god. Okay, I have to say, what inspired me to make my account was Tiff the Barbie. Totally, because
yes, I miss her.
She was the blueprint.
The blueprint, right?
She is like, because her posts were story oriented. Her posts were taken in third person. That's the kind of like photography that I do. That's the kind of story captions that I make, and I think that was, as well as my Froggy stuff, that was like the number one reason that I started dollstagram.
I feel like another like DGer who was really good and who really did like role playing like the aesthetic lifestyle photos really well was definitely Ellen the Barbie. Like I miss her so much.
Sometimes I feel like people following her and be like, "This is my inspiration. She's my best friend." It's like,
right.
I've been online for so long. I mean, I miss her as well. Her photos were
Right.
beautiful.
I want to start. You know what? Let me watch me make another DG account real quick, just like hers. I'm gonna follow her footsteps. Ellen the Barbie. Who's gonna be Ellen? My name's gonna be Helen the Barbie girl.
That sounds like a mom.
Yes, she is the mom. She's the Karen, Kids Bop Karen doll edition. Yes,
She'd be like, I need.
You know, she's gonna come up. You know, my doll's gonna come up to like you, Kat, and just be like, "Listen, my kids can't hear me calling you bitch because they listen to Kids Bop."
Oh my god. Moving on from Karen the Barbie. Let's I had something. Again, I'm off my mind. Oh my god. You are so funny.
We could keep talking about DJ accounts until you get it.
Let's do it. My obviously I have a lot of friends with DG. Not like close personal friends, but I mean like I'm friends with Hope. She was my first guest, and I love her account. It's just so pink, and it makes you feel like warm and fuzzy, and that's, I don't know, it's just so cute.
Right, and there's so many, like, just looking back at these accounts, I personally, like, I just have to get into this, like, personally, I feel so disconnected from the community ever since I started doing, like, different types of doll photography and not, like, Barbie like I used to. It's just, like, I don't know, for so long when I was, like, hanging out with these, like, other Bratz community people and people from other communities, I always felt so pressured to be better than what I was. And I feel like that kind of just, like, started, like, a whole cycle of me, of, like, up and downs where, like, I feel energetic about making a photo and then sometimes it become a chore. And it's sad that I really don't even feel, like, the joy that I used to. And it's not that I'm growing out of it. It's just that, like, wow, it just really goes to show how people can, like, change other people because of what they like or do not like. And if you feel a certain way about somebody else's photos, don't tell them. Because they could have insecurities about that and they might end up like me, which I just hope I don't end up doing that to nobody else, because just looking at like some of my friendships and just realizing that, wow, the same shit that was told to me about my photography and how it was like too kiddish, this and this and that, I've been telling to other people, and I just really need to check myself on that so I don't put those same insecurities on others.
And the Bratz community, I don't know if I'm right about this, but they are quite competitive, or like,
yeah, they're very toxic sometimes. Some people.
But I feel like every community has, you know, a few, or not always a few, but like there is some toxicity in each community, each like fandom, whatever. But that's just because I think there are like a selection of gatekeepers.
Yeah.
Like saying you can't do this, you can't do that. Just let people do what they want.
Right.
It's a safe place. Like a lot of people go to dollstagram to escape. I know this because I mean I do. It's just a place where you feel like, yeah, I am loved. I do have friends. It's nice.
Yeah.
Not me getting sentimental.
Right. We need to get sentimental about this so we can spread awareness to people that like watch your mouth. But
because like there are people behind the accounts. They are receiving the words that you say to them. If it's a nice compliment, they will take it to heart and they'll be like, yeah, people like what I do. But if you are mean, please do know that it's not always like going to be brushed off. Some people are sensitive.
Remember Simply Steph? What happened to her?
I'm like racking my brains trying to think of who that is. Oh my god, am I like just forgetting people? Steph, yes. Oh, I love Steph.
Oh
She
my
was a
god,
good
she was
friend.
a
She was my friend.
queen. Oh, how was she
And
like? What was she like?
she's taking a break right now, I think, because she has like a lot of stuff going
Um,
on. But her posts were just so beautiful. I love her.
oh my god, do you remember Razzle Dolls?
I think I do, yeah.
Like, there was this one point in the Barbie community where like we would like, it wasn't like competitive, but we would like go hand in hand with the EH community because the Barbie community is always known for doing the cutesy things, like cutesy stuff, and then when the
Mhm.
EH community started doing those like the aesthetic photos and stuff, like Razzle Dolls for an example, it was kind of like Barbie and EH going at it in the community sometimes. Like who had the best aesthetic pictures? Remember the little award shows that would happen, and I won like two.
Mm. I loved those award shows. They were fun.
We need to get those back.
I mean, a lot of the award shows only come to the music community on DG nowadays, and it's all
Yeah,
about, oh, who's the best musician, who's got the best album, and I love
right.
that.
Like
It's
the
lovely.
music, the music community and DG is the only like hyperactive community left within DG.
And I'd love if there were like um
Right.
other like for example, if you've there are I love there to be more shows on DG. I'd love like to have
Yeah.
doll Oscars that are like aren't just, oh, who's got the nicest pet, who's got the best ship. It's more like, oh, who's got the most fun series to watch, who's the who's got the best
Right.
screenwriting, whatever. And just like fun to have it in like a doll Emmys kind of way, doll Oscars, whatever. Just I
Yeah.
feel like it would be so much fun.
It really would. But like, um, yeah, talking about accounts again. The way that Chanel Oberlin is like one of the best DJ accounts alive.
She's dominating. Honestly,
She is a queen.
I love her photos so much. They're so professional. They
Right, they
are.
look so real.
Mm. The other day, an account followed me, and I looked at it and I was like, I swear that person is using Chanel's photo. She is like, she's getting so much traction. I mean, like, once someone uses your picture as their profile picture, you're like, oh, you're famous enough to be
Yeah.
stolen from.
Right? I want to
Like,
get like that.
I know theft is bad, and like, please do not steal doll photos. People take a
Yeah.
lot of time to make them. But when someone steals your photo, you're like, oh, they think I'm good.
Right. With the dog community, there is, of course, a few bad apples, a few situations. And I just have to ask, not to get messy, but girl, what was your favorite dog community drama that's ever happened in DG?
I don't usually pay attention to a lot of drama, and that's just because I try to keep out of it. My account is a safe space, just in case
Yeah.
anyone didn't know. If you have like a problem, don't feel free to talk to me. I'm totally fine to go over with you. But I think because it was the most long lasting, and I love both of these accounts so much. Taylor, Phoebe, their drama for however long.
Ooh.
I love them.
Yeah.
They've squashed the beef now. It's they're best friends, and
Yeah.
they're. It was just such a long. It was an era,
Right.
and but I'm so glad it's over now because now they're just creating the best content that they could create. But that was probably my favorite kind of.
My
That was my
favorite
favorite
my
drama.
favorite my favorite drama that's happened, which kind of intertwines with Phoebe and Taylor's drama because it was like during the same time period,
Mm-hmm.
was the Chanel Elsa Chanel drama.
I mean, oh, and there, when people had clicks in DG, I don't know
Yeah.
why those were
And
weird.
then because like I feel like anybody, like anyone, after like I feel like it kind of went to Elsa Chanel's head. Like if any person in the dog community wore the color pink, she'd like, oh, you're copying me.
Mm. But
And then it would be like people quote unquote copying her. She made like these clicks and she would share people on stories. And she basically lied about her identity in real life as well. And
oh
so it
wow.
caught up to her and like somebody exposed her and then drove her off of the internet. And that's why she's no longer active.
They are the one community that I vividly remembered, but that's only because there were so many people in it that I looked up to was the Golden Dolls.
Oh yeah,
That
Chelsea.
would consist. It consisted of Steph. I think a girl named Vanessa. Hang on.
Oh.
Let me research.
I have to look that up too. I was like, who's the
They had an account, I swear. So I'm just gonna look at that. It had like Rain and oh boy, there are a lot of accounts that are called the Golden Dolls. I know they had a group account. Come on.
wait, okay, wait.
That's not it. Me
Was
just
one of their names
researching.
Gabby?
Um,
Gabby, Vanessa, Sapphire, Tiffany?
I probably yeah. I'm trying to go
Like,
into like who I'm following because I may have
look
sort of
up
followed.
Doll Slushy. I think that's who you're talking about.
No, it was full of like Steph's friends.
Oh.
Hang on, I can.
Oh! Oh, yes, the Golden Doll. I remember.
Sorry, the Golden Girls. There we go.
Yeah. I forgot about them.
It was Violet, not Vanessa. There we go. But yeah, they had a lot of like they had such. I looked up to them because I loved their photos. Like if I were to look at Violet now, she hasn't posted since last year or even longer than that ago. But her gowns when they had their like winter ball or like her posts any other time, they were pretty inspirational, pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
That was the era of DG that I think I like remember the most because that's when people were like, oh, families, relationships, travel. I loved that era.
Remember, Bar?
I think so.
It was like an EH account, and they did like really cool fashion photos.
I think yeah.
Hold on, let me send them to you.
That means I have to log in on my computer because I'm doing all of my research on my computer instead of on my phone because I want to double check the time when I am recording. This is sorry for all the technical difficulties, everyone. We are
fine.
Professionals.
Yes, we are. I'm that bitch, been that bitch, still that bitch.
Still that bitch. Oh my god.
But like, yeah, anyways, I feel like the dog community, like, it was so fun back then. And now it's like dead.
I think a lot of people like grew up, went to college, kind of like just lost their spark. Which is really sad.
What are some things we're looking forward to in the dog community right now? We have like, of course, the music industry, and then we have some series is coming out.
Oh yeah, you are creating a series, aren't you?
Yes, I am creating a series.
I don't know if you've teased it, but like if you haven't, I am very sorry.
Oh, I have teased it.
Oh, you have? Okay, good.
Yeah.
My mouth is like so funny.
You know, like some people are going to be in it. I just don't know who. Like
possibly me. Who knows?
Who knows? Like this world is very big. Like you can never tell.
Anyone can be in it.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, anyone that answered to Faye's casting call, but still.
You know, there was this one girl on DG. I don't know her name. It was like Eliza Pierce, like her, she's so pretty.
I'm just sitting here like, yes, we have the same social media manager. Do continue. She's my friend.
Like she's just so pretty. Like honestly, she kind of looks like she's like, oh no, her photos look so similar to yours. You know,
Wow, it's almost like,
it's almost like it's the same person taking the photos.
wow.
It's
Just like
like,
expose me,
right.
drag me.
Yeah. And there's this other girl named like Dodie DG. Never heard of her. My brother found her like yesterday. Her photos are like really bad, you know?
They are terrible. She puts like no edit.
Oh
She edits all her outfits on.
no, they still look good though. Let
I
me
can roast myself. Let me live.
DG. Dodie DG is a queen. I miss like when I loved it back when her photos and like that in that bed when she first made that bed and the dress, like that was such an iconic moment.
Mm.
The way your account blew, I mean, the way Dodie's account blew up.
I mean, I think that just comes. It's not very often that a celebrity doll account gets followed by the person they're inspired by. I
Right.
think the only instances are Dodie and Selena so far.
Oh yeah.
And the way, like, I mean, obviously Dodie's followers didn't skyrocket as much as Selena's because Dodie is a much smaller artist than Selena Gomez. But it's just so lovely to see that, like, other communities do still support this community. And it's like, it's nice that, other people can appreciate what we do. And it's very lovely. And it's just, it makes you feel good.
It's like no judgment too. Like I'm surprised like the celebrities like we or celebrities that like get recreated. They're always so welcoming and they always think it's cute.
But not all the time. I know accounts always like get taken down because it's like they're accused of impersonation when clearly one of them is a human, the other one is a doll. But
What
c'est
are
la
some of your
vie.
favorite like doll music industry? Sorry to cut you off. What are your favorite doll music industry like EPs or albums?
Oh, oh my gosh.
Cheer with you, Vanessa. Sorry.
Oh yeah, totally. I love Nessa's music. So lovely. I keep
Yeah.
saying lovely. How white of me.
No, it's all right. You know, you plus me. Oh no. And you know, so good. I love.
What was that one? There was that one song that I love a lot. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to think of it. Come on. Oh yeah, High School. There we go. That one.
Yeah, that was a good one. Nessa's performance was amazing. Nessa is just such a great artist, you know, and I'm so excited.
I miss her.
I heard she's gonna be like she's acting right now.
I heard she is too. Possibly nudge nudge wink wink a new show.
Right. Oh, I think my eyes twitching, wink wink. Oh god.
Anyway, so we're nearing the end of the podcast. I usually, only take them for half an hour. I don't want to take up too much time. So I'd love to know, like, what's been getting you through quarantine, apart from obviously taking photos of dolls? Have you been doing anything else, like, apart from DG, like baking, sleeping?
Writing. I've been writing, you know. I've been writing a lot. I've been talking to friends. Just trying to get by with school. School's just it's enough for
I get
me.
it. It's flawed now that there's.
And you know, like if I were to give anything, if I were to give any advice right now, don't fall in love during quarantine.
Girl.
It's not gonna get you.
I say that as if I've like fallen in love at all since Maria. But
I was about to say you have a girlfriend. What do you mean?
Hey,
I mean, you know, Marie doesn't have to know between you and Nessa. You know, I'm kidding.
No, I'm not going to cheat. I'm faithful. Anyway, So before we go, I'd love for you to plug your socials, and I'll make sure to add them into the description of this episode. Anything that you want everyone to follow.
Okay. So my Instagram is just doll tings. It's just one word, just doll tings with a Z at the end. And my new account, which I just opened up, is Book of Dolls. I'll be posting like some aesthetic Barbie photos there. And then my AG account, which is Small Chic. And then my YouTube channel, which is Angel Dolls. And the link is in my bio of my Instagram page. Thank you so much.
And I loved having you here.
I loved being here. So fun. You don't really talk as much as we used to.
Huh?
We don't really talk as much as we used to.
We don't. I'm also incredibly busy with school. We're in 2 different time zones.
Mm-hmm.
But like, obviously we aren't, but someone else is, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Cat's from America.
I'm here, but like, another thing isn't. I loved having you. You're just so fun to talk to. Obviously, also, subscribe to the Dollcast on Anchor.
No, subscribe to the Pod Kitty Cat.
Before we go, I would love to say that you are, I don't know if you are recorded the only person who calls myself and Maria Matt. But
yes! Oh my god, that was a iconic name. I forgot about it. Thank you so much for bringing that up. Matt is real. What the hell is Korea?
I don't know.
It's gonna be very much like K-pop
what my friends call us.
Korea, like, girl, that's a country. I mean, yeah, it's a country.
We are a country. The 2 of us and our cat are a country.
But don't tell Maria about Nessa, right? Shh.
I won't. Okay, I'll end this podcast like I end my YouTube videos. Feel free to join in if you know it. I love your faces, and I will see you later. Goodbye.
Dab on your haters.
Thank you so much for listening. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already and follow the accounts that will be linked in the description of this episode. And I will see you next Monday.